So let's jump in and talk about your organization, the Black and Brown Films, right?
My
And
favorite topic.
the best topic. And
My favorite topic.
yeah, and just thinking about what you were sharing with like, that the bigger film festivals that they're still specifically for dominantly for men and stuff like that,
And white men.
and
White
white
men.
men
White
specifically,
men.
absolutely.
Hmm.
And when I was reading the description of the organization, you talked too about there being these like very expensive um submission fees and stuff like
It's
that, and
ridiculous.
that being
Yeah.
a big push to start this organization. Can you talk about that a little bit? Like, what is this for those who may not know? Like, what is the whole process of submission fees? Why do you feel like they're expensive? And how does that like negatively affect the artists who are trying to participate and get their work out there?
Right. Yeah. So yeah, in 2022, I wrote, direct, produce the singles. It was a 20-minute film.
Mhm.
And this was coming off of me going to Urban World Film Festival. My
Yeah.
script was a finalist at Urban World. So I went to New York City. I had the whole film festival experience. It was a week-long festival. It was absolutely wonderful. So I'm thinking in my head, I am an Urban World alum. I'm getting in.
Right.
I'm gonna get it. I was rejected by them and 20 other festivals.
Yeah.
I was out of over $700 in submission fees that I was out of because it adds up.
Mhm.
$50 here, $70 here, 30. And you try to do the early bird special, which is like maybe $30 or what, but it adds up.
Adds
It
up.
adds up. So $700 in submission fees, and I didn't get into not one festival. And this is my thing. This is the politics that they don't tell you. They know good and well they are not going to program a 20-minute film. They
Right.
know that.
Right.
Now they will accept it as a submission, but they know they're not going to program a 20-minute film because now that I'm on the opposite end of it and
Mhm.
I'm programming, I'm like, oh my God, because I've seen some great films that are 20 minutes, 30
Yeah.
minutes. I'm like, where am I going to put you? Like, where am I going to put you? Yet they still take our money though.
Right.
So when I started the film festival, the Black and Brown Film Festival, I'm like, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only filmmaker that's going through this. There's just writing checks after checks after checks and not getting into film festivals. And especially for um, minority filmmakers who are, because we're more likely to have gig work, or
Yeah.
part-time work. That adds up. $50. Am I
Yeah.
going to put that on a film festival submission, or am I going to pay my light bill?
Absolutely. Yes.
I'm going to pay my Verizon bill. And so the access, a lot of us don't have access to $50, $50, $50, $50 going. Like, there are hundreds of film festivals
Mhm.
that might fit into that criteria. Who's going to keep paying for that? So you submit for what, 30, 40 festivals hoping you can get into one? You could take that money and go rent a freaking theater and four-wall your own damn movie.
Absolutely.
you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really important that it was submission free, that they still have, these filmmakers still have an avenue of showcasing their film, because I know there's plenty of ways that they can showcase it. They can put it on YouTube and you could do Vimeo, but a filmmaker, you want that theater, that theatrical 400-foot screen. You want the theatrical experience of
Yes.
seeing your film, you
Yes.
know? And so that's why it was important to me to, not charge them, but still allow them to have that experience
Right.
that every filmmaker wants, is to see it on a big screen. You got your popcorn, you got 100 other people. Like,
Yeah, you got people in community with you to support you.
you want your community. You
Absolutely.
do.